future.
It was not like a T 3000, more like a
What blew my mind was,
T 8000 or something like that.
you know, there were some things that were missing. Uh, I felt like there should have been more Kyle Reese scenes because the guy that played Kyle Reese was like, okay,
Because the one who turned Terminator was Skynet.
yeah, like the most famous scene from that movie was Terminator 1 Arnold versus Future Arnold. That shit was epic, bro. That was like the whole highlight of the movie. Terminator versus Terminator. That shit was like young Terminator versus future Terminator. That shit was epic, bro. That shit was like that was basically the whole hype behind that movie.
Was that the part when the Asian Terminator brought him back to life, or no?
No. Wait, Asian Terminator.
Yeah,
No. You think about Dark Fate.
yeah,
But Genesis was basically a retelling of Terminator. I think the first two Terminators, or if not specifically, it should be the first one. But the fact that John Connor turned into a Terminator, that's what threw me off.
yeah, that's the one when
Because that's when Kyle Reese goes back to the future and shit to let this guy know, hey, like this shit's happening. He goes to the past, you know, to fucking to let Sarah Connor know, yo, like there's a fucking Terminator coming, this and that, you know, because Genesis was supposed to be a reboot of the first two films,
yeah, yeah,
you
that's the
know,
one that
and there were some things that were enjoyable about it, yeah, of course, but
at the point that the John Connor is the enemy already.
yeah, exactly, and that's what threw everything off.
The whole story.
That's what threw everything off. Yeah. Oh, you got someone in the front desk. Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
What's up, Glitchy?
Thank God I have today, tomorrow, today off at God.
Sure. $19. Yeah, I'm streaming. Actually, fuck.
Oh shit.
What in fucking hell? Why can't I fucking open this fucking...
Nah, that's bullshit.
Ay, ay, ay.
Fuck out of here. You ain't gonna do shit, Goro.
Why is this happening? Yeah, my controls are all fucked up, man. I don't... Fuck off. Fucking problem right there. Glitchy.com, dude. Glitchy awareness. Fire.
This
Terminator. Go.
It's Charles, man. But I was fucking chilling in my house
So,
watching some cartoons. Yeah. Just chilling, watching TV, and don't care what happened to this place. So I come into work the next day. Whenever I have to come in, next thing you know, I get a text. Oh, Charles, you have to come in. Charles is the room for wheels. Like, what?
Bro, that shit surprised me so much, bro, when I saw that.
You did good.
Throw him under the bus. Unless it's
I
fucking
concentrated
Geronimo
on your
that,
heartbeat.
something happened to him.
It
He probably
reminded me
put
of
him
when I
under
was
the
a
bus too.
kid.
What do you think?
Could have been anyone.
Yeah, would have been anyone on this fucking schedule here, except for me. Because I value my off. Why the
I
fuck
remember
would I
my
snitch
brother
on
giving
him?
me a piggyback
If I
ride.
snitch on him, I don't have a day off.
I was sleeping with my ear against his back.
Exactly.
I could hear his heartbeat.
Sounds like you were
One of
close.
those bitches.
We were, back then. We were stepchildren in our parents' second
The only way
marriages.
they can snitch to Nigel is
Wherever
they
my
were
brother
working
went,
with Nigel
I used to
here.
tag
You
along.
know what I mean?
My brother didn't have any close friends, so he used to take care of me. We both wanted to be loved so much. So much that we used to pretend.
Pretend?
Yeah, we used to play house. My brother was the husband and I was the wife. But it was always just make-believe. We were only kids. You know what I mean.
I never had a family, but I think I know what
Draco,
you mean.
oh god, man, I remember this fight was such a pain in the ass.
Raiden, what's your status?
Colonel? I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Good job. Get her over to Shell 1 as soon as you can.
That's going to be hard with the connecting bridge on the upper level destroyed.
Didn't Olga say something about taking the oil fence at the bottom of Strut L?
Yeah, I remember that.
You should be able to go down by way of Strut L. Try and get over there.
What about Emma? She's been injected with something and she can't walk without any help.
Take her with you. Free your hands of any equipment and hold down the action button to give her a hand. To release your grip on her, take your finger off the action button. Emma can sit and wait until you help her back up. And be careful. You won't be able to use any weapons while you're leading her. Now head for Strut L.
We're on our way.
Raiden, we've infiltrated the computer room. What's your situation?
Emma's safe. We're heading your way.
Good job.
Shell 1's deserted. Looks like everybody's aboard Arsenal.
I had a look at the system, but there's nothing I can do. EE's our only hope.
Right. I'll put her on then.
Huh? EE? What? How?
I'll use my Kodak as a relay. Here she is.
How?
EE, is that you?
Get out of here, bitch.
EE. Why are you involved with Metal Gear?
Huh?
You knew our family's dark history and still got involved? What's wrong with you?
I should have known.
Answer me, why are you repeating the same mistake?
I wanted to hurt you. I wanted to see you suffer.
EE?
You abandoned me.
No, that's not what happened.
All right, that's enough.
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Otacon's, Emma.
Otacon.
Enough with the sibling rivalry.
That's not what this is.
We haven't got time for this. Raiden, get her over here right now.
I...
Gotcha, Snake. I'll head over there with Emma.
Most of the enemy's aboard Arsenal, but I suggest you be careful. Make sure Emma gets here in one piece.
Raiden, take care of my sister.
Don't worry. I'll get her there.
So with this game, I'm actually gonna, because I want to beat it on hard. But we're gonna
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
And that shit's so detailed, anybody can do that shit. My husband is like well, it's gonna be what's his name tonight, right?
Orlando and yeah, no, just Orlando, yeah, because Rose is off today up until Friday.
Our boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Damn it.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized.
God, 5:31, just an hour and a half left.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locked.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
You look different.
It's the...
Oh my god. Fiance gets me.
Freeze. Huh? Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Snake, did you...
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
It's the enemy! I need help!
Dispatching additional men to Deck D. You are ordered to defend the stairs at all costs.
right, Jake. I'm gonna get off here, brother.
Alright, later, brother, man.
I'll see you later on today, man.
Later, bro.
Stop.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Backup squad to deck D. Guard the galley area.
Snake, that's the pantry where they keep the food supply.
Freeze.
It's the enemy. I need help.
Snake, respond! Snake? Snake!
There's somebody there. Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Nothing to report.
Aim for the lights!
You're all
familiar with the Shadow Moses?
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed?
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time.
At the moment... Every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. We, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development. It cannot be more different in nature from the Navy. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left.
Forget about it.
Front. Up. Down. Front. Up. Getting back to the topic at hand. The National Missile Defense Program is initiated in the middle of the 20th century, projected to completion in 2005. However, the NMP trial conducted in the year 2000 was a complete failure. The success of the 1999 trial is now considered a chance happening. There was no technological solution in sight, and the program was already attracting strong criticism from Russia and China for its potential violation of the anti-ballistic missile treaty. The fact that any development in missile defense would trigger accelerated weapons development has been pointed out from the very You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
President Sears forced the NMD proposal through and succeeded in deploying the program. Some say that it was a military interest, with plans for the $100 billion program budget that actually arranged for legislative approval. Proliferation and development of metal gear technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility.
Good.
We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruder to the left! Intruder to the right! Intruder in the back! Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times. To move on, former President Sears did also act towards reducing the nuclear stockpile while nurturing the NMD concept. It was he who lowered START 3's ceiling for tactical nuclear weapons in order to bring Russia around to approving a revision to the ABM treaty. Everyone believed the world was headed for the end of the arms race when Shadow Moses happened. Even though the development of Metal Gear Rex is still outside the bounds of official truth, everyone in the international military community knows the facts. Its specs spread across the globe like wildfire, and the nuclear race is on again. The only thing that can reverse its course is this Metal Gear Ray. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. It is an undeniable fact that there is a force at work in our government and within the military, seeking to control national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear Ray bears the burden of confronting this party, thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path. This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you tonight. The brain drain of nuclear specialists and the black market trade in weapons-grade plutonium has been fueling a cottage industry in nuclear weapons since late last century. Add Metal Gear to the mix, and the result is the renewed proliferation you see the world over. We once lived in the shadow of the Doomsday Machine. This Metal Gear Ray can bring other Metal Gears under control and ensure that we never know that fear again. We
So...
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Gerlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Gurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program.
Ouch!
Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole